I'm Cynthia.
I'm Mark.
And we are so excited to be here today. We think that we've got something that you probably know about, but maybe you haven't thought about it this way before. And it's kind of funny because even though I've thought a lot about it, I haven't thought about talking about it before. I think that's really strange.
Yeah.
So
for you not to talk about something
I
like
know
Terra,
for something I don't talk about something that's health related. I don't know. Something's weird about that.
This is going to be quite the day.
Okay, so we are. You gonna move on to the full page and everything?
Let's go to the.
Okay, we're just switching over for a second here, and we're ready.
As soon as I can find the.
Can we take
there
her
you go.
off? Take her off. So Irina, you might want to take your picture. If you can find how to make yourself dark, you might want to do that because otherwise you'll be the picture for a while here. If you can't do it, we'll do it in a second. But we can't do it right this minute. Okay, here we are. Toxin-free cleaning and toxin-free living. Okay, so most of the time when we think about that, we think about cleaning. Can you take it off? Cleaning as cleaning your house. And we're going to talk about that too. But today we're not going to talk about cleaning your house. We're going to talk about cleaning you. Because a lot of times we forget about the importance of what we put on our bodies and in our bodies and how that's going to keep them clean. Now we've talked a lot about doing, kind of a detox. We've talked about that a couple of times. And we'll probably come back to it again. But right now, we're just talking about really trying to clean up your environment. Now, we know we live in a pretty dirty environment. Right now, we are dealing with wildfires. We almost had clear skies. And then we just live in a desert, and it's been a really big drought here. And so we're dealing with a lot of fires in the summertime. And so we have that kind of stuff in the air. We also have cars that we drive all the time, and they give off a lot of things. But what about all the things that we put on us every day? And especially we women, I think we really overdo this, but men are getting into it now too with a lot of, keep their faces looking moisturized and doing all sorts of hair things.
You never hear us admit that though.
And yeah, so... But we know that it happens, and we know, we want to smell good and we want to do all those things. But a lot of times we do things that maybe are going to hurt our bodies more than they help it, even though we might not, look like we're sweating to death or something, which is a normal thing for people to have a lot of sweat, right? When you're hot. But for some reason, somebody decided to say that was not nice looking, that it looked like you were poor or something and couldn't just sit around and fan yourself all the time. And so it was bad to have actual body sweat. But we're not going to talk about even sweat today, even though I just did. So here we go. Are you ready? We're going to talk about toxin-free hair care.
Hair care.
Oh my goodness, look at her hair. Now I know you guys don't want hair like that, but man, when I was younger, that is the what I was hoping my hair could do. Only really straight, right? Really just straight, but just so much voluminous amounts of hair. Now I don't know if she really has that much hair, but if she does, that's a big wow. And that's pretty amazing that you can, she can do that with her hair. That she can make it look like, that's so long and luxurious. But just the same, the idea that you can do things that are natural for beautiful hair and make it look nicer, no matter how much hair you have. Okay, so if it's short, you can still have nice looking hair.
Yeah.
So I'm going to teach guys some tricks, and I'm going to teach us some tricks, we women tricks. Okay. So first of all, you need a good shampoo. Now it's interesting what different professionals say about good shampoos. So one of the things that I learned early on was that the shampoo, you don't want something that's just going to hurt the hair, right? You're not looking at something that's going to strip your hair, but you do need something that's going to take the dirt off the hair that you've done. And you want something, if you're coloring your hair, you want something that doesn't take that off your hair. And you want something so that when you finish, your hair's just not like fried from having your shampoo on. So it's kind of like, you want it to be nice, you want it to be revitalizing and nourishing and safe for color. And you can use it every day and it's not going to hurt you if you want to wash it every day. And you also, but then there are a lot of things that people put in the hair shampoo so that you think you're getting luxury hair. And actually, it's hurting your hair. It's waxes and stuff that are made from toxins that are going to hurt your hair, parabens and things that are this silicone. And it's actually going to make your hair have toxins right next to your face, right next to your skin, right there, all the time next to your brain. Probably a bad idea, don't you think? But if you use this kind of shampoo, you can get rid of the pollutants and you can get rid of the residue and you're going to put good things in. And then the real key is what you have in your conditioners. So we're going to be talking a lot about conditioners next. So once you put a good clean shampoo that doesn't have a lot of toxins in it, then the next thing you do is put a great conditioner. Now this conditioner has peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, and spearmint in it. So it's going to have a really nice smell to it. And a lot of people like to have kind of a refreshing smell next to their face. And it's also really good for the hair. Now you'll notice one of the things that's missing in it is rosemary. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But this will give you a nice volume. It's very soft and it will leave your hair feeling with a boost. So it'll just kind of maybe look like that first lady's hair with just like lots of volume of beautiful softness.
Okay, so here's a guy here's a guy question. So do you use this every day, even if you don't shampoo every day, or do you use it every day after you shampoo, if you shampoo every day?
That's a really good question. We're going to go on to the next things. And I'll show
you're
you
not
some
going to
things.
answer right now.
I'm not going to answer.
Wow.
I'm going to
Hang on.
Hang on. Oh my goodness, you can have leave-in conditioner.
Oh my gosh.
So if you I need something extra, or you feel like you need something that's just going to give you a little more moisture, and maybe you're not going to wash your hair every day. I actually don't do my hair every day. Big hint. But I can't do my hair every day because it really is too curly for that. And curly hair has a lot of, well, the hair follicles are set up so that if I wash it every day, my hair actually gets way out of control and it breaks and has lots of unhealthy problems. But I can do an after leave-on conditioner because of the dryness of my own hair. This helps with my hair not having tangles, looks nice, has a really nice fragrance if you use this. Look at those great oils: wild orange, lime, blue tansy, magnolia. Okay, this is going to look nice. It'll detangle, it softens, and it protects your hair, and it smells good.
So this is the one, if you don't wash your hair every day, then you would use this one and leave it in until your next shampoo. Is that how you do it?
Sure, but you can also add it in the afternoon, or like if you see you need just a little bit more conditioner on your hair, maybe you're in a really humid climate and you're just like, oh, my hair is just going out of control. You can grab this and spray this on too then.
Very cool.
But it's because it doesn't have this terrible chemicals in it. You're going to get some really good results, and you're going to keep your brain working well, and you're not going to put your body in a toxic overload.
You going to talk about those chemicals, like the
I'm not going to.
They're just don't use them.
Don't use them because you're going to get really, really sick somewhere along the road if you use them. They're just really, really hard on the body. So if you want to think of long-term ill health effects, we've heard a lot about different things of putting in our bodies that cause free radicals. These are the heavy chemicals, the hard chemicals that you're putting in your hair every day.
Right, on your skin.
And washing your hair with, and the stuff goes down your body. I mean, it's just going to be everywhere. You're putting that into your skin. Is just like a big sieve. So if it's on the skin, it's going inside the body too. So it's not just sitting on a hair follicle out here and just hanging there. It's going into your skin too.
Got it.
That good?
Okay, got it. Yes,
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, now we're back to the beautiful hair.
Ooh.
All right, now we're going to have some fun, and we're going to talk about things that you can make. And these are DIY projects, or projects, yes. products that you can do. It's going to be really fun. So let's look at those for a minute, and then we'll come back to some other things I want to talk about. So we have an herbal hairspray. Have you ever thought of making your own hairspray? What? So this, it's done with sugar and rosemary. Now rosemary, here we finally have the rosemary coming in, but it also has peppermint, lavender. So you're getting a really nice open smell, geranium oil. So it's kind of more of a flowery smell. And then the clary sage. So they're all super good for the hair, right? Because that's what we want to do. We want to have things that are going to help the hair be healthy, but we also want a nice smell. So peppermints are really great. Pick me up for that. But rosemary is fantastic for hair. And so here we have it in this. You'll notice it wasn't in our shampoo or conditioner because it's in a lot of the other products, and you don't need to keep putting it on and on and on and on all the time. So you can put it on a few things, like in this, which is the root to tip serum, which I love. It's one of my favorite things. So anyway, so the nice thing is if you put sugar on your hair, my thought was, if I'm putting sugar on my hair, aren't bugs going to come around and just like hang around my hair? Well, if you have peppermint, it's going to keep the bugs away. So I think that's a really smart thing to do. So you put sugar, but you put the bug spray in your hair with the peppermint. Now, if you're going to change out and choose different herbs to put in it, make sure that you don't use ones that are photosensitive, which are your citrus oils, because guess what? Your hair might blonde out. It may discolor in ways that you didn't expect, especially if you put a lot of hairspray on. I can just see that. You go outside and you got natural sun in going on with lemon oil.
So if I had longer hair and I used this hairspray, I might find myself sucking on my hair, because it sounds actually pretty good.
That sounds terrible. Maybe turn into your dreams or something. No. Make your pillow smell good. Okay, so now we have deep hair conditioner. Now this is a fun one and something that anybody can do. And you'll notice it has coconut oil and olive oil and then 8 drops of doTERRA essentials. And they suggest that you do rosemary again. Okay, so here we go with geranium, rosemary, clary sage. They're really great for hair growth and stimulating hair. Okay, so we want to have nice full hair, and you're not going to look like a chia pet and wake up the next morning suddenly with tons of hair.
Boing.
But it will make it healthier. It'll make it a lot healthier. And so, just think of, you can use one of them or all of them, and then you can take it out in the morning so you can condition it, or you can leave this in if you want to. I think you'd look pretty oily if you did. You can leave it in for like 10 minutes after, or 5 minutes after you shower, so that it really gets a deep, good condition, and then shower it out.
Very cool. And on all of these, we are including both the ingredients and the instructions. So if you want to come back.
Yeah, you can be clicking pictures if you want to here.
And these will be on the website as well, so you can come back and get all the details.
Sure. All right, hair wax. Hair wax is what you need if your hair is kind of unruly. And some people just have hair that they just can't deal with. And this would be for me when I go back east, because my hair back east has its own mind. And I'm not sure what that mind is, but it's not.
It's like, different every day.
It's very different every day. It's very different. It's not the cool looking curls that people get. It's just like, and just does its own thing. So I do tend to use a lot of product. And look at this one. This one is very safe with the beeswax and the shea butter. So you can stick this in carefully into your hair and then pull your hair back and you'll look fantastic, which I like. I like the idea of having fantastic hair. And so
I like recognizing you every day, so you're not looking different every day.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that too.
And again, here's the instructions for when you come back.
So did you see? Wait, just go back and hang on. Just at the bottom it says let hair wax rest 1 to 2 hours. That means don't do it immediately. Let it sit there for a little while. So you can't just like, oh, I'm going to hurry and make my wax and I'm sticking on my hair and running out the door. Let it rest and then put a small amount on. Because as we know, it's oily, so a little wax is going to go a long way, and you don't want to have clumps of oil looking in your hair, but it could be really nice for the hair.
Okay, cool.
Dry shampoo on those days when you don't want the wax look. These are for the days when you just can't get your shampoo, or it's just a day you're in the middle of travel and you just don't have time for it. So here's a great way to get your shampoo on. I love that it has cocoa powder in it if you have darker hair. Like I could put it in mine because I have darker hair. I don't have super dark hair, but I could certainly put cocoa powder in it, and then it's nice. Or you can use the arrowroot powder, right? So, or like they suggest mixing kind of two together, okay, and then putting a little bit of the oil in it so that it holds more to your hair because that's what you're trying to do, and you just kind of brush it in, and then you can take you can feather it in if you want. That's why there's that little brush in the back there. You stick it into the brush and then feather it in, and you can kind of move it around and it'll look great.
I had never heard of dry shampoo. I didn't know there was such a thing. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. With the amount of hair you have, I don't know if it would work. But it's a thought.
Good thought.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, before we go on, we went on to the next thing. I just want to tell you something that happened for me, and it can happen for you too. So the other thing that we need to think of is removing the toxins inside our body and also helping hair growth from the inside out. So the healthier we are on the inside, the healthier our hair is on the outside. Hair is a good indicator of how healthy we are on the inside. We don't really think about that, do we? But if your hair isn't very nice, if it's having problems, or if you're struggling with it, if it's falling out a lot, then it probably means that your body is taxed as well. So a few years ago, when I started using doTERRA, I had gone in to get my hair done, cut and everything. And my hairdresser's like, well, what are you doing with your hair? And like, nothing that I haven't been doing. And she said, it's so much better. And the only thing that I'd been doing that was different at the time was Lifelong Vitality. Okay, so that meant that my body was healthier on the inside, which I knew anyway. I could tell I was so much more vibrant and had a lot more energy. It was awesome. So we invite you to hold on and think about this, because in a month's time, within a month, we're going to give you a special, exciting offer. And it'll be all about Lifelong Vitality. And we're going to have an expert come in and talk to us about Lifelong Vitality and why it's so important to use it. Anyway, and so you can keep yourself healthy, because it's really important to have a healthy body. Agreed? Agreed. So this is a great way to start that. Then I wanted to talk a little bit
about. Let me just
say
one other word on that.
Okay.
We have talked quite a bit about Lifelong Vitality, but you never can talk too much about it because it's so fundamental and it's just so effective.
Yeah.
And we talk to people all the time who notice the difference on the days they take it and they don't. And
me.
It's just me too.
I mean, and Mark, this is where we both started actually with doTERRA. We both started by using this.
That's really
we're like
the starting point, and for me, it's every incredible day. Don't miss it.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, check out one of our videos that talks about it. Or you can hang on and know that we're going to advertise and let you know about upcoming expert that's going to talk a lot about.
You won't want to miss that one. That's
fantastic. Really okay, and then I did want to talk just a teeny bit about this. So I use this root to tip serum. Root, down the bottom. So I use it every single time I shower, and many times during the week I'll pick it up and use it because it helps my hair be healthy. My hair is so much healthier just because of this one product. It's amazing. And my hair looks a lot better. And I know that it's because this helps fill in the hair follicles, but it actually goes into my scalp, and it has rosemary in it. So it helps with hair regeneration and just keeping my hair healthy so it keeps growing back what I have. Love it, love it, love it. So we didn't talk about that on any of these DIYs, but just want you to know that this is another wonderful thing that you can do is use this root to tip serum. So I'm just going to stick it. You can't see if I stick it anywhere, but right by my side. Just know that it's fantastic. We hope you enjoy these products, and I hope you try one of these things. Try making some of this at home. I think you'll really be surprised at how well they work for you. and how nice a summer you can have just keeping your hair toxin free. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
If you're looking for a way to take advantage of some really great pricing and being part of our team, we would love to talk with you about that. Please visit us on our website or on the link there below, and we'll get you started.
And you can catch our YouTube really fast. By next week, we'll have our YouTube on the bottom of here too.
Okay, cool. Thanks, everybody.
Take care. Bye-bye.